Vale, seguimos. ¿Está feo el qué? Junrito, ¿qué has hecho, Junrito? Voy por la calle que es mejor. Por eso voy de espaldas, para que no se note, ¿no? Que me va siguiendo.
If you're a customer, go down to the shop. Otherwise, clear off. Well, given this is in fact a blacksmith's, we sell things that need smithing. The shopkeeper can tell you more. Give the lazy sod something to do for one.
Oye, trátala bien que te reviento, ¿eh?
Let's see what this does. If not over, then through.
La cimitarra que es de esa rata de Remington. Remington. ¿Quién es Remington?
Keep your distance, darling.
Pero esto es trampa, ¿no? Si está en naranja es porque es trampa.
Locked from the other side. I wonder what it's hiding.
I have secured a most exquisite cords from the velveteen elixir.
Armor, blades, the Rivington gem.
Habrá que investigar, ¿no?
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Habrá que investigar. Hay un par de cuevas que no he visto todavía.
Please,
Kanagi.
keep bothering me. I've no work to get on with. Oh, I'm very sorry. Please, keep bothering me. Well, the shopkeeper...
¿Le reventamos la cabeza al gilipollas este?
Can't slow down.
There is so much wrong with that name.
Let's see.
Sangre. Astarion, te toca.
Don't touch me. Should be easy. Let's go. That's curious. A little souvenir.
Vale, Artemisa. Artemisa. Pasada.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us. I'll just help myself. Interesting.
Queridos hijos, no voy a esperar a que me atrapen los sectarios de la Absoluta. Voy a poner tierra de por medio. Buscadme cerca del agujero en el que pescamos el peje lagarto aquel. Sé que no es mucho, pero os he dejado todo el oro. Vale. Vale. Tú me puedes seguir por donde quieras. Y con las uvas también. Vale, tenemos que encontrar otro... Vale, ese es el sótano donde habíamos encontrado a la que era de la absoluta esa. Vale, vamos a correos. Que tengo que mandar un paquete certificado. Se llama... De puta. Queridos hijos de puta. Pero así, con la boca llena. De puta. ¿Estoy grabando, por cierto? Sí. Oye, que ya te encontré estas mierdas. No, no, no.
Suppose you've stumbled across those letters yet?
Podríamos tirar de persuasión para sacarle más pasta. Venga, va, no voy a ser tan cabrón.
Thank the gods. Unopened as well. Oh, what a relief. My customers will be most pleased. Here's your fee. As promised. Normal service resume.
Vamos a hablar con las palomas estas que están trastornadísimas. Comandante Pluma Leve.
You've returned, yet my flyers have not. I suppose they've flown this mortal coop. Make your report. How did the battle unfold? Of course they did. No doubt it was my training gave them the discipline.
Y a Carlat le gusta. Es que Carlat es que es la mejor, tío.
As for you, flightless one, it was an honor taking you under my wing. Dismissed.
Ay, va, que me he equivocado de botón.
I heard he's a good man.
Let us talk to him. Please, if he could just...
We have the Duke's full support. For the good of the people. Our.
Vale, y por ahí bajamos en su momento. ¿Por dónde bajé? Por el otro lado que encontramos otra cueva que dije luego dentro. Esta. Vamos para adentro de la cueva, va. Hola, Loki. Loki. Chipi chipi loki loki dami dimi dama dama na 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 na. Hostia, los gnomos estos de la mano de acero.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't.
Me flipa que todos los personajes que te encuentras tienen nombre, ¿eh?
Something's on my mind.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those only if you're quick.
Bombaza.
Now let me get...
Barril de polvo de runas. Pues ¿por qué robar? Que si no Carlach aquí se iba a llevar. No sé hablar. No sé hablar. Ya está aquí Barcus. Me alegro de ver. Mira, una cabeza de oso búho.
Ah, there you are. Wulbrin is planning something. Lots of moving parts. I'm still trying to suss the details myself. Some. But what he has planned...
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to this. I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this.
The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy.
Míralo. Hola, Hal, bonito. Harl. Harl Soundtracks.
Our biggest obstacle.
Hal, ¿qué te parece el Down by the
They're
River?
a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man.
90% de
When
todos
he
esos
becomes
personajes.
grand duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace.
Hola, te limpio yo las Cergaris.
Saravok's
No las he
boots,
escuchado nunca.
given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while this city... I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on. Same as it always is. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't. I've built something unique for just that. A room powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved.
Me gusta cómo piensas.
Wulbrin, please. This is too far.
Que no, que no.
Everyone in the foundry would be killed.
Ah, bueno, entonces,
Quiet,
vale.
Marcus.
Venga, dame la
The
bomba.
adults are talking. It's liberation. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. There is no other way.
But I believe in second chances. When you come crawling back here, and you will, we can talk.
A ver. Ah, y esta es la...
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
Coño,
Not for communal use, it seems.
¡Hostia! Yo solo quería esto. Vale. Vale, pues ya estaría. De momento sí que me está gustando, ¿eh? Who's the ball capybara? Que sea gigantesco todo. A mí me está molando muchísimo. Y de hecho, yo estoy a las puertas de la ciudad también. Y tengo ganas de... O sea... Es que tengo ganas de probar... Bueno, claro, es que no sé si son estas las puertas de la ciudad también. Luego te lo miro. Pero me está encantando. O sea, me está encantando. Me está pareciendo sublime. En el acto 2, como Bardo, fue un paseo. Porque ¿qué raza juegas? O sea, ¿qué clase juegas tú? Yo con el Bardo es que... Madre mía, lo que estoy disfrutando.
Halt!
Bueno.
By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Or do you have the means to support yourself?
Vale.
Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's Decree on Extraordinary Wartime Measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name?
Margarito del Rocío Pelusi. Margarito del Rocío Pelusillev.
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Fluffington.
Parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection.
Hostia.
Resonance.
I am a Steel Watcher, citizen. Here to serve the people of Baldur's Gate.
Son
in the name
almas
of
leales.
Lord Enver Gortash.
Vas con druida.
State your business.
Verás. Que vengo aquí de gira. Los bar de Street Boys.
Aha. Eyes open, body still.
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Your peaceful surrender has been noted. You will be transferred to Worms Rock Prison, where you will await further sentencing.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Pero bueno, que yo quería ser pacífico.
Recovery is imminent.
Those little bastards, or I'll have your heads!
Corred, desgraciados. Corred, desgraciados. ¡Hostia, qué buenísimo, tío! Me encanta. Me encanta. ¡Hostia, qué bueno!
I won't let anything happen to you.
Look at you. Exhausted. You've been pulling.
Que los demás estaban todos muertos. ¿Estás jugando en plan honor sin cargar partidas y eso? Hostia, qué guapo, tío. Me ha molado mucho que además tengas eso, el tiempo justo para poder escabullirte. Hola.
In a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I...
And if a patron.
Madre mía, pero es que tiene pinta de ser esto enormísimo, ¿eh?
Hey, you! I've got a pest problem, and you look like the solution.
Hay aquí un portugués.
Bet that'll fit in my pack.
¿Hay alguien por aquí? No, ¿verdad? Hola, que soy el Baldomero. Hola, puño Mirán.
No trespassing. Got it?
Don't want to draw any attention. What's hiding here?
¿Hay algo aquí en el otro? No, ¿verdad?
Breathe deep and move.
Pero si hasta... Starion es un cabrón. Hostia, ¿venceremos a Cazador?
I'd probably break his nose. Good point. Moving in.
Astarion es un hijo de... No me está cayendo bien Astarion, que lo sepáis. Creo que lo he dejado claro, ¿eh?
Gnomes. We need to find where they burrow. You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole. Bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating. I agree. But we can't. Give the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. No matter. I'll find.
Pues claro que no soy amigo del puño. Vale, eso es lo de la caverna. O sea, los tienen ahí. Macho, qué guapos los diseños, tío. Me mola muchísimo. ¿Cuánto tiempo habrán estado ahí diseñando todas y cada uno de los detalles que tiene todo esto, tío? Es increíble. Es increíble. Es increíble el nivel de grandeza de cómo están los máquinas. Lo primero de todo es increíble cómo están los máquinas. ¿Habéis visto cómo están los máquinas, flashete? ¿Cómo están los máquinas? Lo primero de todo, flashete, cómo están los máquinas. Es increíble cómo están los máquinas. There is a house in your land, like all of the rising sun.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch. I know you have.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
Well, I do. Which means we're getting a real...
Ah, no, me había parecido Alfira.
Word to the wise. Give that ill-mated temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. Let me show you.
Vamos a lo que nos interesa. ¿Qué vendes? Oiga, pero... Podríamos comprarle potis, también te digo.
Wanna dance?
Pleasure doing business.
Sure. Good. Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you? Of being a dwarf? Halfling!
Hostia, qué bueno es esto también. Hostia, qué bueno. Ay, me ha molado mucho, ¿eh? ¿Cómo osas llegar a mi casa y llamarme enano? Si soy un soy un mediano. Hostia, qué bueno, tío.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said.
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren, and they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about Cor...
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. I've got some victuals that'll warm you right up. Have a skegget.
Tengo algo de gusa. ¿Qué? Me gusta, me gusta. Sopa de cebolla para que me crezca la nariz.
That should do ya.
Debería servir y le he comprado todo lo que tenía. Vale. ¿Dónde tengo lo de esto? Ahora esto lo mandamos al campamento. ¡Hostia, Ciri! ¡Está aquí Ciri! Es Ciri.
We should go. I do not want to face the master if we're late for his black mass.
¡Hostia puta!
Soon,
Son vampiros.
I only need one more mark.
We have enough for the master. No more needed.
It's not for the master, it's for me. I spent 100 years eating rats and dogs, but soon I'll be able to feast. I want someone there, ready for me. And once the mass is done and our Lord grants us freedom, I can celebrate by drinking them dry.
Cazador promised you your freedom, and you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion? It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free. You can't mean that.
He's playing mind games. He can't raise a hand to the Master, let alone kill him.
You have no idea what I can do. Where is he hiding?
Hostia, Astarion.
Tell me!
Macho, es que hay que pararle los pies constantemente. Es que es como un chiquillo, de verdad. Astarion, vale ya, copón. No tiene control ninguno.
Fine. You owe your wretched life to my friend. Now tell me what I need to know.
The Master is preparing the Black Mass. Beneath his palace, there's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time.
Ahora le quito lo de la capucha del lugar.
Do you really think
Para que por lo menos en las cinemáticas no
I'm
tengamos.
the only one who can. The sun can't harm me. Cazador can't compel me. I don't need to fear him anymore. Now go, before I change my mind about roasting you, brother.
This isn't over, Astarion.
A mí me gusta, lo que pasa es que es un hijo de puta. Es muy egocéntrico.
I think Cazador will save them. You sound surprised. I am capable of doing the right thing from time to time. They're no threat to us. They have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them.
¿Tiene algo de corazoncito?
They don't know their fate's already set. They're doomed. The only question is whether their lives will be sacrificed to a monster like Cazador, or serve a greater purpose. 7 sigils on 7 spawn. And Cazador has the other 6. We have to face him.
Es que está sediento de poder el cabrón.
For ourselves. Well, yes, technically, only I will ascend and gain the ritual's power. But we're a team. If I become all powerful, then we become all powerful. We are a team, aren't we? You are.
¿Y cuál ha sido tu personaje favorito, Hal? Porque yo lo tengo claro.
I knew I was right. And now we know he's skulking beneath. All right, let's go.
Porque para mí, Carlatz... Lo siento, pero Carlatz es... ocultar durante los diálogos. Ya a Corazón Latino lo vamos a hacer también. ¿A Carlatz le cortaste la cabeza? ¿Pero por qué? ¿Pero por qué le cortas la cabeza a Carlatz si es lo mejor que hay en el juego? Por favor. No, para gustos colores. Pero para mí Carlatz es lo mejor del universo. Ya no del juego, del universo.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else?
A mí Gale me pasa lo mismo, y Will... Es que son... Yo realmente creo que...
Not for communal use, it seems.
Ah, vale, esto es la puerta de... Tío, pues qué maldad. ¿Musgo de qué? Mira, esto no es robar. Gale tiene sus cosas también, que me echan un poco para atrás. El corazón latino también telita algunas veces. Vale, va a ser moviendo esto de aquí, ¿no?
Simple.
F5. Y volvemos a intentarlo con las herramientas del ladrón. Vamos a darte bonificaciones, hombre. Venga, va. Guay.
What have we here? There, by the bed. Someone spilled some blood.
I notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor.
At least things have stayed interesting.
Vale, están arriba. Va a estar arriba en el tejado.
Always room for more.
Verás. Pero mientras vamos a rapiñar. Vale, mercancía y pillamos esto. No, que a ver, que es lo que decimos, que eso depende de cada uno de sus gustos y lo que para ti te puede molar, a mí a lo mejor no. Will, ¿qué Will? Will, yo no he jugado en toda la partida, tío. De hecho se me pasó al principio, yo creo que por eso he pasado también de él. Vaya.
The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days. You can't make out where it comes from.
Someone there?
Blood you noticed earlier still remains on the floor.
Toma. Es un traza de
You
sangre.
notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Vaya. Anda, ¿qué cojones? Que ahora tiene el pelo blanco. ¿Corazón latino?
Lifelessly.
No me había dado cuenta desde que se ha hecho de la luz.
Murdered by my son. Oh man, that's awful. Baldur found his secret. My sweet boy killed folk slowly
spell's power.
Vaya, hemos perdido...
Pretty little key. Identical to the one I took from the shapeshifter in the temple tunnels. There. A map with Father Logan's name. Seems the shapeshifters were all over the tunnels he used.
Vale, tenemos Cora Gilbert, casa familiar cerca de la Gaceta de la Boca de Baldur. Todo al campamento.
It's got private rooms.
¿Nos marcamos un Assassin's Creed?
I am not going inside.
Brothel? There's a house crossing has
Hmm.
decadent delight.
How about the flophouse? It has plenty of spare beds.
Great. We can.
Hey, you deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip on all fours and...
Let's see here. Still breathing, despite everything.
Bueno, esto no es robar. No estoy robando, no estoy robando. Que no estoy robando, hombre. ¿Cómo voy a estar robando? Es que de verdad
Be
que...
honest.
¡Hostia!
What do you think of the new look?
Que ahora tiene el pelo blanco.
Well, I'm glad someone does. Perhaps I'll get used to it. I have a lot to get used to right now. I hope so. So long as I'm willing to stroll right into the Mother Superior's trap, they have no reason to not tell me where to go. Worm's Crossing is a choke point. If I wanted to intercept a new arrival, most people seeking entry to the city will be refugees.
Muy bien.
Den of decadent delights. Why does Worm's Crossing have so few lodgings? We need at least a double bed.
How about with haste?
Great. We can bungle 10 other people and pray none of them have sticky fingers. You'd be better off sleeping in the gutter than that to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing with her whip on all fours.
Vale.
Vamos para allá.
Vamos a entrar en la caricia de Sares.
Such a prude.
If you have gold, we have everything you crave.
Zapateamos.
A weary traveler, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh, yes. I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you?
Oh, you crave a performance. How decadent.
It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait.
Pues si Fionn está muerta, nos la hemos cargado.
Fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin.
Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. Sweeting. This is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murder. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they will gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting?
Mira, gata Kira.
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever creature you
Ahora vengo
are.
como druida transformada en gato y me
It's your
zapateo
lucky day.
a la gata también.
I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference. And I must
Tal cual, han
suffer
captado
their
y la del
foibles
perreto
alone.
también, ¿eh? La del perro también, Belmar.
But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of can't you hear from here? They're talking about the new. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douses himself with rose oil, while the other can't hold his drink. That's rather a broad topic. We get all sorts here. But he dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something infernal, to be sure.
Seguro que es Raphael.
Abhorrent.
Cabaret here featuring Roll the Despoiler. The highest kicks in Baldur's Gate guaranteed.
Este es el elefante que había ahí.
Another case closed, another hang on a sec. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's... But why must you busybodies insist? You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? My assistant. She's posted in the lower city investigating Duke Stelmane's murder. Now, back to it. What a Baal... Devella's been harping on about Baal. I assumed it was... Fine. I'll bite. What's your theory? No need to wave documents at me. I'm already drowning in Constable Develler is going to be a real pain in the trunk. Since you seem to be on an obnoxiously similar wavelength, why don't you seek her out? She'll be... Oh, and you'll need this.
Vaya elefante. Menuda trompa tiene, ¿eh?
What are you waiting for? You've a bloody
¿Quién, el elefante,
conspiracy
dices?
to solve. Move.
Ah, Rafael, vale, decía Rafael.
Especially for you.
Más está chapado.
Not that type of service down here, love. I suppose, if you're willing to pay for it. Now get out.
My body burns like the moon does. Slow down.
Trust no one. Let's keep to the shadows. Let's be quick. On tippy toes.
Will you tell Saul that snails are not an aphrodisiac? They're just salty.
Vale, vamos a abrir esto.
Stand careful. All right.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Oppressor! I am reclaiming the victuals in this basement for the good of ratkind. Then, you're one of us. You believe in the equal distribution of food, regardless of species? We shall.
Anything of use? At the ready.
Vale, vamos a ir para arriba. La rata comunista.
Tried and tested by yours truly. Look, Sharessa's caress isn't just about wetting your whistle. Dancing, tenor.
Toma crítico. A ver.
Don't fret. You don't have to think about a thing. I want to.
Don't mind if I do.
I wish I could kiss you better. I mean,
A ver, que están aquí de zapatazo. Hemos interrumpido aquí lo que es el zapatazo. Y no están desnudas porque tenemos puesto el modo para que no haya desnudo.
Tell me, Am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the
Es que si no me banean, Belwar.
You are the fruit of the forbidden palm. Soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
My sin y mi con. My con.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait. I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Shall we cut and run? No escape.
Yo de paso.
Well, so much for peace. You picked the wrong fight.
Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. Is it not in the Illithid's barbarity that we find its splendor? Your eyes are no less monstrous, I assure you. A lesser woman might be frightened, but I am no lesser woman.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine.
Las uvas que me cuelgan,
but
sí.
perhaps there are
Son
other
naturales.
flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
¿Nos dejamos llevar o qué? Ahí va, mierda, que no tengo el... No tengo la extensión. Venga, va.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing.
Dale.
Here.
Ok, Hal, Bonico. Harl.
Anything.
Muchísimas gracias por pasar por aquí, Bonico.
Tell me, what will you be?
Libre. Libre. Quiero ser libre. ¿Venerado es que me pegan una venerea? Las manos donde pueda verlas. Mi pene está dentro de los gallumbos, ¿eh?
You are more than revered. You are worshipped. An epic sung by the bards. A legend known to the scholars. A god among mortals. When the hosts of the plains raise their voices in harmony, it is your name they sing, and your grace they seek.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me.
Voy a echarme una siesta que estoy cansado. Ay, qué cansado estoy. Uf.
Here we go. An ordinary lamp. Not a trace of magic on it.
¿La podemos frotar?
You deserve to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing. Of course.
Everyone at Sures's caress is a...
And if a patron confuses me
Vale,
for a
vamos para abajo.
staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
El bufo. Ahora tenemos un bufo extra. Éxtasis. La entidad afectada tiene un bonificador de +1 de 6 a las tiradas de ataque, pruebas características y tiradas de salvación. Hasta el siguiente descanso largo.
Sorry. Be real careful. That'll be.
My.
Mira Lord Drow.
I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure.
Vamos.
Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so...
We found surfacers crave the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Life is prosperous. I'm much happier kissing the many lips of the surface than tending a field or...
Hostia, mola mucho lo profundo que puede llegar a ser los mensajes del juego, ¿eh?
Silly. We...
Or perhaps perhaps you have greater ambitions yet.
Color 2.
Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
Venga, va.
In that case, we will require 2 of you. And indeed, I suggest it. Because I have never seen a creature as fair as this pale bow beside you.
What a world. I never dreamed I'd be on the paying end in a brothel. But our leader here has made the dire mistake of failing to sleep with me so far, and it's a mistake I have been aching to correct.
Charming. For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less.
Lo siento, pero no estoy a favor de... No. No. No lo vamos a hacer, lo siento. En otra run a lo mejor... En otra run a lo mejor. En esta no. Me he venido abajo. Es que pagar por este tipo de servicios no... No. Somos el Bardomero. Vale, ¿qué más hay aquí? ¿Qué podemos hacer? Que es a lo que voy, que no tengo en contra nada, ¿eh? Pero no, para mí no. Vale, vamos a pasar. Dice esta que hace la bibliotecaria.
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art?
¿No teníamos también una misión de un artista? No.
Two doses.
Two? Seems like a lot.
Ojo el de mierda que es esto, ¿eh? Pero mola la cantidad de cosas que puedes hacer en este juego, es que es increíble. Pastillas de jabón.
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Al campamento. Aquí es donde la bibliotecaria hace sus cosas, ¿no? Sí, mira, diario de Fiona. A ver, aquí veremos si ha descubierto algo de su hijo, ¿no? Está empeorando los susurros, los terones en la sangre. Sé que esconde algo y los demás de la pensión también lo saben. He visto cómo lo miran y cómo me miran. Claro, él estaba ya cansado de que su madre fuese una prostituta. ¿Y cómo podía detenerlo? Pues la mató. Hay un vídeo de una tipa que vi hace no sé cuánto fue, pero vi un vídeo de una tipa que decía que como que hablaba con su hijo adolescente diciéndole, mira, que estoy ganando un montón de dinero con el porno y te gustan ver mis vídeos o algo así, que es en plan de, pero tía. Dice que se quejaba, o sea, que se habría... como que le había sentado mal al crío, porque el crío decía, pero mamá, por favor, qué asco. Y la madre, pero hombre, sí, lo hago súper bien. Y es en plan de, tío, pero sigue siendo su madre, ¿no te das cuenta de que a lo mejor él no quiere eso? Aposentos del diablo.
Devil's Den.
Que tú quieres hacer vídeos porno y todo lo que quieras, pues hazlo. Mira, Rafael.
Everyone does. But what I know, you do not. And never will.
You underestimate the Forgotten Prince's closest sword, Devil. You must hear me, Devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
You must help me, Raphael, for the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came.
A ver, Rafael, ¿qué me
Not
dices?
to my door. Not yet. But to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
Hostia. Ha desconectado al parásito para que el emperador no se entere de la conversación. Buah, yo tengo muchas ganas de segunda run también, ¿eh? Apaga el wifi. Apaga el wifi, dice. Ay.
Wouldn't that be exquisite? But no. I'm afraid the tadpole is still there. But I did shut out your other visitor for a while, so we can enjoy some privacy. The Illithid can't hear us.
Huh. What's the catch?
I brought you here because I'm true to my word, and I can make all of this tadpole business go away, which means you and your lovely friends can remain blessedly free of tentacles. Let us speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain.
Si tú lo sabías, ¿por qué no me dijiste antes,
it will
nada?
kill you and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the gift.
Orfeo.
I can give you the means to break him free. The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
Hostia, es que...
There it is. Of course.
Power. You free Orpheus, and in doing so save the city, the Sword Coast, perhaps the whole world, and your own precious skin too. And you give me the crown that dominates the Elder Brain.
Mola mil.
Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Cosas created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them.
Gracias por el follow. How?
It was not a happy meeting.
You have?
And Cosas was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Cosas' folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
Vamos a ponerlo en manos de alguien tan imbécil.
am no mortal, and I do not fail. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years for a mistake.
Hola, Gypsies, bonica.
A misadventure. And these chosen
Rafiga.
who caused you so
Rafiga,
much
no te
trouble
cabre.
accidentally did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Cosas to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the hells.
Joder,
but
tío.
can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Es que son todos unos hijos de puta. Yo soy aquel que a Zuzu le saluda. Yo soy aquel. Y Raphael se la suda. Yo soy aquel. No sé, ¿eh? Es que no me fío de Raphael tampoco. Son todos unos hijos de puta, ¿eh? No sé qué hacer. Puedo decir lo de Suzume, 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 Suzume. Es que hay una cosa que me mola, que es que podríamos curarnos, entre comillas, sin convertirnos en azotamentes. No me quiero convertir en azotamentes. No me quiero convertir en azotamentes. Entonces, claro. Una decisión muy difícil. Suzume. Molto difficile, va.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world.
Vamos a cabrear a Astarion. Y esta, Suzu, acabo de estar en un momento en el que casi nos tiramos, Astarion y yo, a unos gemelos Drows en un prostíbulo. Pero al final he dicho que no.
I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.